Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. But you guys, the playoffs here for WBE. The St. Louis Rampardos are taking on the Miami Donphans and Coach KyleAye in week 1 of WBE playoffs. If you guys are hyped for this video, show some love in that like button down below, and definitely be sure to subscribe if you're new. Check out my opponent Kyle in the description below. And of course, I gotta ask you guys, what do you think WBE could do next season to improve on the league? I am the commissioner and the guy in charge of this league, and it's been a fun first season. Hopefully we'll continue our playoff run after this week. But for those of you guys who are new to the channel as well, I know we have an influx of new people from Ultra Sun and Moon. Basically, this is a draft league format. We drafted a team of 11 Pokemon and a Z Crystal, and we battle it out every single week. You basically pick 6 Pokemon that you think is going to be best against your opponent, and it's a lot of prediction in terms of team building. It's a really fun format. I've been doing it for a couple years now, and I've got a couple championships under my belt, and it would be awesome to win the championship in my own league. But we're playing Kyle, who beat us a few weeks back, actually. He actually beat us with a Mega Lopunny, and that was pretty tough. I did make a team builder this time around, though. I went through the team very in-depth, so if you want to see our team, why I'm bringing what I'm bringing, and kind of the things I learned from last time, definitely check that out in the description below. I'm going to get connected here with Kyle, and let's make it happen, baby. Alright guys, we are connected with KyleAye. Let's find out exactly what he is going to bring. I think he's going to bring a very similar team to what he brought last time. So that's actually what I have on the screen here. I'm expecting a very, very similar team to last time. So we'll see what he brings though. But Lopunny, Scizor, Tyrantrum, Sylveon, and Krook seem so likely to me. But he may mix it up. I mix it up a lot. So it's very possible that he tries to mix it up a lot. Rematches are always tricky. So let's see what he brings. He brings Tangrowth this time. Does not bring the Sylveon, which actually I'm fine with. Totally fine with that. Decides to bring Tangrowth over Sylveon, and again, that's fine because I do have my Executor, and that gives me one more Pokemon that Executor is good against, so I'm cool with that. Otherwise, I think we've got everything else, so that's fine with me. Yeah, that's totally cool. Also means less likely chance that he has Heal Bell or something. So in terms of lead options here, I think I could see him leading Lopunny. I could see him leading Tyrantrum. I could see him leading Scizor. I don't think Tangrowth or Lanturn make a lot of sense as a lead. Krook could be a lead too. So let's see here. I like leading Crobat just because it's fast and everything on his team, which is really, really nice. If he leads Scizor, I can always U-turn out. He probably wouldn't Bullet Punch anyway. He may, but I can always like U-turn out and go into like Stunfisk or something. So that's not too bad. If he leads Tyrantrum, I can U-turn out and go to Stunfisk. I really like leading with our Crobat here. I feel like that's my best play. It gives me a really safe lead that I know I'm fast and everything, and we should be good to go. I definitely like seeing Tangrowth though over Sylveon. Again, I have the Trick Room Executor, and it's really important for me to be able to try to decimate his team with that thing, and Tangrowth is one of those Pokemon that I know I can set up on. Obviously, I have to be a little careful because you know, Tangrowth does get Sludge Bomb, and I'm expecting him to have it, but at the same time, a Flamethrower does a pretty decent amount of damage to him, and even if he has Sludge Bomb, like, I know I can take the hit relatively well. It's not like we're gonna like eat the hit, but we can take it relatively well and potentially get that Trick Room up, and then maybe fire off some Flamethrowers or Dracos or whatever it may be. So he's gonna lead with Croc, so he does lead right off with his Krook, and this means I'm just gonna U-turn out here and go right into my Executor, I think, and potentially set up that Trick Room. He gets an Intimidate off, which is fine. I know he's Intimidate Krook. He's going to try to get his rocks up right away, so I think to me just going for a U-turn here makes a lot of sense. He's got to be fearing Banned, but this is a pretty safe option for me to just go right out into my Executor, click Trick Room, and if he's not Assault Vest Tangrowth, I'm going to be able to really dent that thing. So he'll have to make some tough predictions, and I can potentially get some damage off on his team. So big U-turn here into the Krook. He likely just sets up Stealth Rocks. We do about half. Let me actually check that calc. We are intimidated though, so not to be surprised. Expect about half. That looks like he's definitely offensive. Definitely offensive. So let's go right into Eugene here. He's likely going to set up Stealth Rocks if I had to guess. He's at about 60%. Let's see if he goes for those rocks, or he goes for knockoff or something. We're gonna frisk and find out he's got a focus sash. He's gonna just go for rocks, so that's fine. And he had a sash, but he doesn't have an item now, so that's fine. All right, I'm going for Trick Room. That was my play. I'm not gonna overthink things here. He very well may go into Tangrowth, but I think just getting up a Trick Room is gonna allow me to outspeed. I can then go for Flamethrowers, and Flamethrower plus Draco may knock out Tangrowth. Actually, let me take a look. Flamethrower plus Draco Meteor. It's gonna be close. Depends on what kind of set he's running. If he's got like a ton of defensive investment or not. But I'm Trick Rooming here, because I know I could take an Earthquake, and I know I could take a knockoff. I don't anticipate him to have Ice Fang. So, but he got his rocks up, and I knew that was something that he wanted to do because of Crobat. Crobat's such a problem for him. He actually has the Sludge Bomb in this thing, which is fine, because that's really not going to do much. I had a feeling that he actually might carry Sludge Bomb because of, whatchamacallit, but that's fine. So he ends up getting a bit of an advantage here, which is kind of unfortunate. He gets the Poison, which is annoying. That Poison is definitely annoying. Now I can go for a Leaf Storm, or a Bloom Doom and make sure I knock this thing out, which is nice. But if he goes Tangrowth, it's going to not do a ton. Flamethrower, does Flamethrower knock him out? I don't think Flamethrower is going to knock out a Crook, like an offensive Crook. Let's see here. I don't think it will. Flamethrower doesn't look like it knocks him out, so I think I'm just going to go for the Bloom Doom here in case he switches, although he very well could just stay in. But if I Bloom Doom, yeah, let's just get rid of this thing. I'm going to go for the Bloom Doom in case he switches, in case he decides to save this thing. At the very least, I get a kill on this thing, so that's okay. The Poison stinks, though, because that allows his Scizor to be able to Bullet Punch us now and potentially knock us out. So that's where that stinks. Otherwise, we were in really good shape, but that's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing in the world. I'm going to get a Bloom Doom off now. So if he goes Tangrowth, which he very well might, we know he can take the hit. I don't think he goes Scizor here. I think he would go Tangrowth. Although he could go Scizor. If he goes Scizor, that would be a bummer. I wanted a Flamethrower, but I think it's just too risky. I'd rather hit something hard. Yeah, he's going to stay in, so we're going to knock him out. Cool. So Eggy kills Crook with Bloom Doom. Okay, so Crook's gone. So we got rid of his Krookodile right off the bat. That's one of his switch-ins to Heatran. You know, so Heatran actually looks really good too. So I definitely like Heatran right now. But we are going to knock out the Crook. It was Sash, so no big deal. Again, that Poison is definitely a bummer. I had a feeling he was going to run Sludge Bomb Crook. It's got really low special attack, but it was his way of dealing with Tapu Bulu. It just thinks that he got the Poison, but let's see here. So now, if he brings in Choice Banded Scizor, I think he actually could knock us out with a Bullet Punch. If he goes Banded Scizor. It looks like he does knock us out with Banded Scizor at this point in time, if he went for the Bullet Punch. So, if he goes Scizor, I'd probably go Stunfisk and just save this thing for Death Fodder later. I don't think he would U-turn, because I'm faster in our Trick Room. If he goes Tangrowth, that's fine. We just Flamethrower and see what he has to hit us with. And then that's a big chip of damage on that thing. And then I actually get to go into Hitmonlee at that point and click High Jump Kick, I think. Which is really good. So, if he goes Tyrantrum, we go into Stunfisk. If he goes Scizor, we likely go into Stunfisk. If he goes Tangrowth, we likely just get damage on it and let him knock us out. But this is really good for the momentum that we need. This is really good for the momentum that we need. So, yeah, and like I said, Tyrantrum can't two-shot Stunfisk with leftovers, even with rocks at this point, unless he's like a Dragon Dance set. And I think he's gonna bring Scarf like last time. So, all right, I like the position we're in. We have some time for Trick Room, which does help Stunfisk out as well. And he actually has no switch-ins to, well, he has Volt Absorb. Okay, he actually goes Bluefish here, which is his Lanturn. I don't know if he's trying to stall out turns. I think I just Leaf Storm. He very well could make a prediction here. I could also Draco for damage. I feel like he's going to try to get some momentum here. Like, I can't Bloom Doom anymore. I can Leaf Storm. I feel like he's gonna wanna... This is tricky. This is a tricky play. I don't feel like he's gonna stay in. I feel like he's gonna go Tangrowth, which is why I want a Flamethrower. Why would you let this thing take all that damage? You're gonna bait the... I'm gonna go for Flamethrower. He switched. He was trying to bait the Flamethrower. Go Scizor. Yes, he went Scizor. Yes, what a prediction, dude. The Flamethrower into the Scizor, dude. He's got Okaberry, but it doesn't matter. We know he's not banded now, and we get a big Flamethrower off on this thing, and that is going to really weaken this thing's ability to put in the work. I will take that all day. So Scizor has no item either. He may have Bullet Punch. Do I let him Bullet Punch us now that I know he's not banded? I'm at 52 out of 201, so I'm at about 25% against Scizor. If he is bulky, let's take a look here. He had the Oka Berry. I want to see how bulky he is. Flamethrower was going to do about half. Did about half, so he's very bulky, I think. He's very, very bulky, if I had to guess. He's got some bulk to him. So Bullet Punch looks like it knocks me out here. 52 out of 201. Bullet Punch looks like it knocks me out here. Looks like it does. It's 24 to 28. Do I let him Bullet Punch me, or do I just go into Stunfisk? How many turns left do I have? I also can go into Rotom here. I just feel like keeping Eugene around is kind of cool. I could easily go Rotom here, though, and go for a Will-O-Wisp. I think Eugene is still worth keeping around for Death Fodder. Although, if he knocks me out here, I get a free switch into Heatran. So tough decisions. Stunfisk seems like a really good play, but I want to keep Stunfisk healthy. I think I'm going to go to Rotom. Here. Rotom seems like a really safe play. He could also U-turn, but I think he has to Bullet Punch knowing that I'm faster because of Trick Room. So he has to Bullet Punch. He does go for Bullet Punch. Okay. That's good. And that does nothing. Okay, so I get a free Will-O-Wisp now. Even if he wants to go to Lanturn, I'm fine with that. I get to burn the Lanturn, so I'm okay with that. And I can also cripple this Scizor. So 1,000,000% I think my play is Will-O-Wisp because he's got a lot of physical attackers left. And if he goes Tangrowth, that's fine. I have Executor that I can sack off. And he doesn't have a lot of switch-ins to Heatran, actually. He doesn't have a lot of switch-ins to Heatran. He's got Tyrantrum, but yeah, I mean, Flash Cannon just really destroys him. Earth Power is really solid. Without that Krookodile, he loses his switch-ins to a lot of things. And actually, without Krook, I don't need Rotom as much. So Will-O-Wisp is really good here. If he goes Lanturn, like I said, I get the burn off on it, no big deal. I go into Executor, sack it off, and then I get to go into Hitmonlee, and we get to high jump kick something. So, you know, that's where my mind is here. And I mean, he could go Lanturn and then just Volt Switch too, which is fine, but then Executor, like again, I don't mind sacking off Executor. I have a Choice Scarf Crobat in the back, I have a Hitmonlee with priority, so, and this is not a Choice Banded Scizor, it was Aqua Berry this time. So nailing that prediction was really nice with the Executor, because we got rid of this thing's Aqua Berry, which is really helpful for later. But I really like Will-O-Wisp here. I think he's Volt Absorb Lanturn, that's what he had last time was Volt Absorb. So I think that it's funny that he was Aqua Berry. I think that he probably goes Lanturn here, or he goes Tangrowth. So he actually goes for the agility. So he's gonna try to set up an agility against me, which is fine. I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I connect it, so we burn the Scizor, so that thing is pretty much done skis. Now, I think he's gonna try to go Tyrantrum. I think he's gonna baton pass the agility into Tyrantrum here. That's what I think. I think I'm gonna double Willow, because the scariest thing that he has would be the Tyrantrum. So I'm gonna actually Will-O-Wisp again, predicting the Tyrantrum. And I'm gonna expect him to baton pass. He goes baton pass. If he goes Tyrantrum, I get a Will-O-Wisp on it. So that's not the worst thing in the world. The double Willow. He goes Watermelon, which is his Tangrowth, so he's got a really fast Tangrowth here. And I connect the Will-O-Wisp, which is really nice. Okay, perfect. Tangrowth at +2 speed is probably not faster than Crobat though, which is really nice. So he just got so I burned the Tangrowth now, and I burned the other dude. And Tangrowth is like a mixed attacker, so I'm just gonna go into Executor and sack it off now, I think. Does Crobat one-shot this thing with, and Tangrowth is definitely not faster. And I'm pretty sure Brave Bird is gonna, doesn't one-shot, but it does a lot. And I can always U-turn on the first try. So let's go into Eugene and sack him off. Let's go to Eugene and sack him off. Because he likely goes for Grass Move anyway, and I do resist that 4 times. And then we can kind of find out some more of his moveset. Like, does he have, you know, Hidden Power? Does he have Sludge Bomb? Does he have Knockoff? And Eugene can use Frisk and find out what item he is too, to find out if he's Assault Vest or something else. So this is kind of a win-win for me. Let's see what item he has. I take the rocks, no big deal. And I frisk, and he has Life Orb. So he's an offensive Tangrowth with Ancient Power. Okay. Kills Eggy with Ancient Power. Okay. And he's going to take some Life Orb damage. He's going to take some burn damage. That's really good. Okay. So Exeggutor is gone. Now I have to figure out what my best play is here. I think I'm going to go Wingman. U-turn out. I don't think Brave Bird does enough. He's definitely offensive. I don't think Brave Bird does enough to this thing. I'm definitely faster. Like, there's no way he's faster than me. Even with max speed, like, there's no way he's faster than Choice Scarf. So, Brave Bird does a lot. If he's max HP, I don't knock him out. If he's not max HP, I do. I'm gonna go Wingman here. He may switch out. I'm gonna U-turn either way, though. I feel like he's gonna be willing to save this thing and go into his Tyrantrum. So I'm willing to just U-turn here because that extra damage is really important in ensuring that we do knock him out with the Brave Bird on the next turn. I don't want to allow that Tyrantrum to just come in against me. I'm going to U-turn. It's going to force me to make a prediction, but I can go into Heatran. So he would Ancient Power most likely. He's not gonna Earthquake. So I think he goes Tyrantrum here. I think he's gonna go Tyrantrum here, which gives me an opportunity to go right back out in my Stunfisk and then click Earth Power. And Earth Power actually is gonna be nice. The Tangrowth is gonna get some health back, but it's gonna actually be kind of annoying to deal with this Tangrowth. But now, once he loses his agility, he's much less of a threat because then Hitmonlee just destroys him. So there's that. I gotta get Hitmonlee in though at some point against Tangrowth or Lanturn, or even Scizor at this point now that it's burned. But he likely has Earthquake on this thing. So he's got Earthquake, a Grass move, Ancient Power. I'm sure he's got Earthquake. He's probably mixed, but he's mixed and burned, so like his Earthquake isn't gonna do that much to Heatran. He's really thinking about this play. I'm thinking he's gonna go Tyrantrum, which is why I'm U-turning. And if he doesn't, it's fine. Like, to me, it's about just getting damage off. To put it, because I don't want a Brave Bird here. He's gonna switch, go into Tyrantrum, please. He goes out in a blue fish, which is the Lanturn. That's even better. That's even better. Because now I get to go into Hitmonlee. That's even better, because now I get to go into Hitmonlee. And I don't think Lanturn, under any circumstances, is going to want to take on a Hitmonlee right now. Let me take a look at the calc. Yeah, even a max HP Lanturn does not take a high jump kick, and he's weakened. I'm not going to overthink this play. We're going 1,000,000% to Springman here. We're clicking high jump kick. He has no switch-ins. Something dies here as long as I hit. Something dies as long as I hit the high jump kick. Let's do it. High jump kick. That's our play. Let's do it. Not going to overthink it. Something gets bopped here. Something gets bopped here. In fact, the only thing that can revenge me at this point is Tyrantrum. Or Lopunny. Yes. Yes. Get out of here. Get out of here. Kills Lanturn with high jump kick. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Got rid of the Lanturn. Okay, so now Rotom is free to Volt Switch. That's a beautiful thing. I didn't even see what item he had. I don't know if he had Rocky Helmet or not, but okay, he can't go Tangrowth. He can go Tyrantrum. He can go Scizor, but Scisor's a pretty bad play because I could just high jump kick and knock it out. And he could go Lopunny, but again, I still have my Stunfisk at full health, and I still have a Heatran. So if he goes Tyrantrum, I think my play is to go actually into Rotom. I am a little bit concerned about Tyrantrum still, but I need to get just a tiny bit of damage off on it, and Crobat can help me do that. And his switch-ins to Brave Birds are actually very limited now. He's just got the Tyrantrum, and I'm Choice Scarf Crobat, so that's going to be really, really helpful when it comes to dealing with that Lopunny. I learned from my mistake last time. Here comes Bropunny. That is the Lopunny. Okay. Here was the mistake I made last time. He has to go for an offensive attack here. This is a tricky play. I think this is just an evaluation of what is the least useful Pokemon on my team right now. I know I can revenge this thing with Crobat. I don't want to go for Mach Punch yet, because if I Mach Punch, I think it's still worth keeping Springman around because he just really wrecks his team. So I think my play is to go into Flapjack or Voltergeist. The problem with going into Flapjack is I lose one of my main ways to deal with Tyrantrum still, whereas Voltergeist kind of gives me a middle ground. Like, it gives me a middle ground, which I like. I'm gonna go into Rotom here. I'm gonna go to Rotom. I think it's too risky right now. I need to just get a little bit more damage on this thing, and Volt Switch will do that for me. I don't know if he's like that Power Punch Last Resort set again. He's gonna be Mega. Let's see. Is he the Power Punch Last Resort set is what really messed me up last time, but this time I have Crobat. That's faster. So he goes for the Power Punch. So he is the Power Punch Last Resort set. He has the same set as last time. Okay. He very well may knock me out here. I think I'm gonna go for the I'm gonna actually calc and see. I think he does knock me out. Lopunny +1, Last Resort, does 80 to 96. I'm at 119 out of 157. I'm at 75. So he does knock me out with Last Resort. There's not a whole lot I could do about it. Do I go into Heatran and sack off Heatran? Heatran still has some usefulness, but it doesn't really beat Tyrantrum. I just need damage off. What does +1 Lopunny Power Up Punch do to Heatran? Because that may be the better play. Lopunny. Because if Heatran could take a +1 Power Up Punch, then maybe that's my better play. It looks like I can. No, Last Resort wrecks me, dude. I can't. Alright, so my play is I gotta go... What is my play? My play is I gotta just Volt Switch, I think. I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch. I think he knocks me out with Last Resort, though. He is the same set as last time. Pretty sure this will knock us out. Yeah, it does. Okay, Lopunny kills Rotom with Last Resort. Okay, so now our play... Stunfisk can take one hit. I'm gonna take my time on this. I don't want him to think that I've got an easy answer to him. Stunfisk can take a +1 Last Resort if I need it to. So we still have an option. Stunfisk can still live a hit. So I think I go Crobat though and just Brave Bird. Because I have ways to deal with Tangrowth still. If it doesn't have speed. I'm gonna take my time though. I don't want to rush this play. Alright, so what I need is I just need a little bit more damage on this thing because Mach Punch does knock it out. And I know he's got only 2 moves. So I just need a little bit of damage on this thing. But how do I win otherwise? I have to figure out a way to beat Tyrantrum if he's Choice Scarf. So I still need my Flapjack. So, alright, I'm gonna make the play into Wingman here. I hope he just assumes that he wins and goes for Last Resort again and doesn't think that I'm Scarfed. Don't know if he would ever think I'm Scarfed, but my play is to Brave Bird here. I have to Brave Bird. I mean, I could cross Poison, but I have nothing to hit Tyrantrum, so I'm gonna Brave Bird. If he goes Tyrantrum, just a really good play on his part. I mean, he could also go Scizor, but he may not have another opportunity to set up Power Up Punch Last Resort. That's probably the thing that scares him. But Hitmonlee is in a really good spot. The Tangrowth is still a little too healthy for my taste, but and the thing is, Tyrantrum can lock himself into Earthquake, which is a little scary, but Earth Power does a good amount to him. Just stay in. Stay in to take the Brave Bird, please. I gotta get rid of this Lopunny, man. It's such a threat. He's really thinking. He knows Last Resort kills me. He's probably gonna switch. He's taking a lot of time. I just couldn't risk it. I don't know if he would think that I'm Scarf Crobat though, because scarfing a Crobat is kind of weird, you know? But if he goes Tyrantrum here, I'm in a lot of trouble. He switched. Did he go Tyrantrum? He went into Blue Eyes. That was what I was worried about, man. He goes right into his Tyrantrum. That was the thing, man. I could have U-turned, but it was just... That was just such a risky play, man. So I just got to get as much damage off on this thing as I can. That does a good amount. If he sets up on me, though, I'm in trouble. I'm at 48 out of 183. Is it worth saving him? 48 out of 183. I'm at 26. It's worth saving him. I'm going to Stunfisk. I'm going into Stunfisk. I'm 26%, so I can switch in one more time and get one more Brave Bird off, which gives me one more check against Lopunny later. I gotta go Stunfisk. Best case scenario is he head smashes. I don't think he's gonna Earthquake, because if he's Choice Scarf, he locks himself in Earthquake. I don't know if that's the right play. The problem is he just goes into Tangrowth. But Tangrowth is burned. I can go into Heatran and start to pressure him there. So that's not the worst thing in the world. And I just need a little bit more damage on this thing. I need about 30% more on this thing. And Hitmonlee can win this game. And I need a little bit of damage on Lopunny too, but I'm trying to figure out where that damage is coming from. I don't know. I don't know where the damage on Lopunny's coming. Alright, let's see. Is he Dragon Dance or is he Choice Scarf? And does he go for Earthquake or does he go for Head Smash? Let's see. He goes for Outrage. That's kind of scary. Oh, that's Choice Banned, dude. That's Choice Banned. Wow. I think that's Choice Banned. That's gonna mess us up a little bit. It's gonna mess us up a little bit. Tyrantrum. Choice Band. Let me see how much that Outrage does. I'm surprised he brought out. That's definitely Outrage. That's definitely Choice Banded Tyrantrum. What I can do though is I can go Heatran now because I know he's locked in. Which isn't a bad thing. Like Choice Banded Outrage is gonna hurt, but I know I'm faster. I'm definitely faster. And Outrage does like half, but I'm faster. So if I go into Heatran, that gives me an opportunity to Flash Cannon and knock him out. And he doesn't really have a switch into it aside from Scizor. Scizor gets knocked out. I think I go Heatran here. He's locked in. I think I save this guy. We go Heatran. We're going to take the Outrage. I'm faster. I can Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon plus Lava Plume kills Tangrowth. We can beat the Scizor. We can take a Bullet Punch from Scizor. We're faster than that. Lopunny can't come in as in fear of... Actually, I hope he just gets locked, like, has another turn of Outrage here, because then I get rid of this thing for good. Okay, I don't think he got confused. So I think he has to stay in, and he's stuck in Outrage, so I just Flash Cannon. And we get rid of this thing. Alright, we're gonna Flash Cannon. Alright, that should get rid of this guy. And we do. Okay. Heatran kills Tyrantrum with Flash Cannon. Okay, here's the problem. Lopunny can still win this game against Heatran. If Lopunny comes in here, I think he can still win. Because Crobat just doesn't have enough health. Crobat just doesn't have enough health. Lopunny coming in, going for Power-Up Punch. Actually, Heatran lives a Power-Up Punch. Heatran lives a Power-Up Punch at this range. I just need a little bit of chip damage. I just need a little bit. I should be able to live a Power-Up Punch. Okay. We're not in the worst situation. I just need damage off. I just need damage. If he goes Lopunny, I just Lava Plume. We just Lava Plume it. And that's all the damage I need. That puts Hitmonlee in a situation to win. That'll give Hitmonlee a chance to win. Oh man. But we are in range. Those 2 turns of leftovers put us in range to live. With Heatran. Here comes Bropunny. Alright, Power Punch does 49.1 max. I don't think he's he's adamant. We're gonna Lava Plume, 100%. We should be able to live. He has to Power Up Punch. We should be able to live this. He crit me. No! Oh no, dude. We legitimately just lost the playoffs because of a critical hit. Oh. That's brutal. That's brutal, dude. That's brutal, dude. That's brutal, dude. Alright, we gotta go Wingman here. I gotta go Brave Bird. That's brutal. Oh, dude. He just sacks off Scizor now. He just sacks off Scizor now. Ugh. That's such a killer, dude. Such a killer, dude. There's a tiny way we can win this game. There is still a way to win this game, but I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can. Dude. That's a brutal situation, man. That's brutal. He switches out. He's gonna sack off Scizor, I think. No, he's gonna sack off Tangrowth. That's actually fine. I'd rather that. I'd rather that, to be honest. Well, he's not gonna lose it. He's just gonna get weakened. Oh, he's gonna die to burn. He's gonna die to burn. Okay. Okay. Crobat dies to recoil. Tangrowth dies to burn. Okay. How much health is Springman at? 88 out of 129. 68%. It's gonna come down to whether I can live the power-up punch from Lopunny with Tangrowth. We're in a situation where we're gonna be able to live it, but the problem is, can I beat Scizor? I'm gonna have to take an attack from Scizor. What do I do? Oh, Scizor's burned though. Scizor is burned though. Mach Punch doesn't do. Okay, so it's a 50-50. If he goes Lopunny here, I can win the game if I lead Springman. If he goes Scizor here, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna go Springman. I think I have to go Springman here. The problem, like what he needs is he needs me to lower my health a little bit. He goes into red, so had I went Stunfisk, I would have been better off. I still think I should go Stunfisk, actually. I still think I should go Stunfisk here. Because I'm at 80, I'm gonna take another 6%. I'm gonna be at 72. 55. Okay, I'm gonna make the switch into Flapjack because I think he's gonna Bullet Punch here, and I don't want to allow. I need to get Stunfisk at a higher health, and he's gonna get Leftovers recovery. I think he has to Bullet Punch for damage here. Dude, it stinks, man. That crit costs the game right there. If he doesn't crit Heatran, we win the game. Like, there's no doubt. It's just Pokemon, man. That's Pokemon, dude. Oh, man. That's so brutal, dude. Alright, well, I'm going Stunfisk here. He's burned. He doesn't have a free switch into Lopunny, so... if Stunfisk can get some health back with Leftovers, that could be really good. And I can set up... let's see here. How much am I doing with Mach Punch? 72 to 85. Man, that's brutal. Let's see if he Bullet Punches. That's what I'm expecting. He does Bullet Punch. That does nothing. Okay. I'm gonna go... Oh man, this is tricky. I don't want him to just go into Lopunny here. I'm gonna Toxic in case he goes Lopunny. I want him to weaken, like... Oh man, it's gonna come down to the wire, dude. I think I'm gonna have to high jump kick with Hitmonlee, not Mach Punch. He goes for superpower, actually. Can I live this? Yeah, dude. That's good, and it lowers his attack even further. I just went for Toxic. I'm just trying to avoid him switching out against me. And trying to get as much health as I can back. Because if he power-up punches, how much does Stunfisk take from power-up punch? How much health do I need to be at? I need to be at about 20%. I think I'm there now. I'm gonna Toxic again in case he switches. Again, this is all just making sure he doesn't get into Lopunny and get to go for Power Punch. And if I get a pair on Lopunny's Power Up Punch, it doesn't matter anyway. So... I just cannot let him switch into Lopunny for free. And I don't want to like knock out the Scizor yet because I'm gaining more health than he's going to do to me anyway. I'm at 46 out of 215. That's about 20%. 21%. He goes for superpower again. So he's just going to keep lowering his attack though. So that's fine. That's fine. He's going to take more and more damage every time. And I'm going to get health back. Let's see, where does that put me? Puts me almost where I was before. So he's actually net positive here after that turn, but that's okay. I'm going to still Toxic again. I'm obviously concerned about getting crit here, but I think this is still my best way to go about this. You know, a crit, I mean, if he crits me again, then I wasn't meant to win this game anyway. But he's got Baton Pass, Agility, Superpower, and Bullet Punch, so I know his whole set. So, he can't Baton Pass into Lopunny because he gets Toxicked. He goes for Superpower again. Okay, puts me at 31. I think that's where I was last time. Doing the same amount of damage. Toxic again. I'm okay with this though. I'm okay with this situation. I would like to get a little bit more health though. He's only losing 6% a turn. I know he doesn't have Roost or anything. I'm gonna stick to my plan here. I'm gonna stick to my plan. I'm gonna stick to my plan. I probably should Stealth Rock, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. So the way this is going to shake down is he's going to have to go in a low... But there's two scenarios. This Scizor... Well, assuming he doesn't crit me here, if this Scizor goes down and Stunfisk is in, it should be able to live a power-up punch from the Lopunny, potentially paralyze it. I go for Discharge. That gives us 30% chance to paralyze him. If we paralyze him, great. Either way, the damage is all we need, because then Mach Punch knocks him out. If Stunfisk goes down, then Hitmonlee comes in, and Hitmonlee has to hit a high jump kick and live a power-up punch from Lopunny. He's going to Superpower again. Okay, let's see how much we're at after this. I think I'm going to knock him out after this turn. So that puts us at 34. Okay, so now I'm going to go for the knockout here. I'm going to go for the knockout this time. I haven't deviated from my plan, but now we're going to knock him out. Because now I'm at 47. I should be sitting higher than this after this turn. And at this point, it doesn't really make a difference. So, we're going to go for Discharge. And we should be sitting at around 50 health, which means we're definitely in range to live a power-up punch. Fake out last, or Power Punch Last Resort Lopunny is so scary, dude. Even with a Scarf Crobat, it's still so scary. Okay, so he likely superpowers again. I don't think it makes sense for him to switch out here. He goes for superpower. I just need no crit, please. Okay. Deep breath, man. Stunfisk kills Scizor with discharge. Okay, we got a crit. We get a crit! Yes, the crit is back. Okay, what are we sitting at right now? We're sitting at 52 out of 215, which is 24%. Lopunny does a max of 16.7. Okay. He would need a crit high roll to knock us out here. We're gonna discharge. There's a 30% chance he gets paralyzed from static, 30% chance we knock him out with, or we paralyze him with discharge. He doesn't get paralyzed. Doesn't matter though, I just need a little bit of damage. That was the damage I needed. He runs himself another chance. Hitmonlee, Mach Punch to 72 to 85. That looks like he's in range. I wish I Stealth Rocked earlier, because if he lives now, I'm gonna be really upset. Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna discharge. That looks like he's in range. 72 to 85. I mean, had I Stealth Rocked earlier, there's no doubt about it. But I guess there's a chance he lives, so. He could get paralyzed by Last Resort here. He goes for Power Up Punch again, instead of the Last Resort. He doesn't get staticked? No statics. Okay. Alright, Springman, it's all you, baby. Alright, we gotta hit a Mach Punch. And it's a damage roll. I think it's in our favor, though. Definitely in our favor. Definitely in our favor. He looks like he's right around the 70... It's funny that we're actually at 72 HP. Yeah, it looks like he's in range. I've done everything I can do. 72 to 85. Wow. We did it. We came back after a absolutely brutal critical hit. Man. And we win our first game of the playoffs 2 games ago. Wow. Are you not entertained, my friends? Thank you so much for watching this game, guys. That was a crazy, crazy match against KyleAye. That was insane. We ended up picking up the W at the end after dealing with a really, really brutal... I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. If I would have lost, it is what it is. But I knew how we needed to play this game to weaken that Lopunny. Stunfisk, proven to be a champ there at the end. Didn't get a para, though. We had a discharge and 2 static opportunities, and he didn't get paralyzed. So the Hax Gods are not in our favor today, but nevertheless, we put ourselves in a situation to win. We had the chance to have the damage roll at the end work out. Had I clicked Stealth Rocks, that should have been... I should have done it with Stunfisk. I was just so afraid that he was going to switch out. But I think after he saw Toxic, that wouldn't have been the case. But that was a mistake on my part. But either way, picking up the W there, man, that was nuts. Hitmonlee gets MVP, in my opinion. I put on a lot of pressure. I knew that priority was going to be super clutch at the end. You know, Rotom burning a couple Pokemon too. Executor opening the door, though, getting rid of the Crook, and also, you know, weakening the Scizor, allowing Rotom to come in. You know, making some tough plays, and then Rotom burning, you know, the Tangrowth too, really limited that thing's effectiveness. Heatran coming in, putting in some work. It was a team effort. If there was ever a team effort, this was it, dude. The team, every Pokemon on the team was so crucial for this win. Scarf Crobat, you know, could have done a little bit more, but it still put in the work. But props to Kyle, man. He switched up his team enough, I think, this week to make it tough, you know. But that was a crazy game, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you're new. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace. Thanks so much for checking out my last video. If you like that one, you'll definitely like this one. And be sure to subscribe for more as I post Pokemon videos every single day.